This summer, I'm romanticizing my reading life, and I made myself a bucket list to make sure it actually happens. I'm talking books set in Jamaica, survival love stories in Brazil, and Mediterranean romances. I even found a book set in my family's home country. I'm planning bookstore adventures, cozy coffee shop reading dates, afternoons at the library, farmer markets, basically everything I've dreamed of doing as a book lover in the summer. And by the end of the video, I hope you'll be inspired to create your own reading bucket list too. So let's see if we can make this the most bookish summer yet. Let's start with the books that are taking me on vacation without me even having to leave the house. 1 Week in Paradise, book 1 of the Flights and Feelings series by Anise Starr. This is the one that's set in Jamaica. It's a steamy, fake dating romantic comedy with plenty of spice, which sounds perfect for the summer. Even if I only make it to my living room couch, I know I'm gonna feel right there on the island sipping on a pina colada. The Close-Up by Kennedy Ryan gives major summer vacation energy with the cover and the setting. You know, I actually was not planning on reading this book, but then I watched Lisa from Babe and Library's video. The way she described it piqued my interest, and so I put it on the list. It's a mashup of Kennedy's Hollywood Renaissance series and Hoop series, which I read long shot and reel. And it's been a minute, so I don't know if I'm going to remember the characters. Some of the story actually takes place on a yacht, cruising through the Mediterranean with the main characters and their friends. Tell me this isn't the perfect vacation read. The Last Man on Earth by Shay Sanders. This one overlaps the setting and the cover, but the setting is what sold me. It's a survival romance with a famous rapper and his entourage are headed to his bachelor party in Brazil when the plane crashes. The only two survivors, him and the flight attendant. Stranded, close proximity, survival romance, that's a whole vibe for the summer. The Sweetest Escape, book 5 in the Falling Like a Johnson series by Real Z Adam. As you can see by the cover, it screams summer. But when I flipped the book over and read the back, it's set in Antigua, my family's home. The home where there is 365 beaches and where the famous soca band Burning Flames comes from. It was an automatic yes for me. Speaking of traveling, one place that's on my summer bucket list is a coffee shop. I don't know what it is about reading in a cafe, but somehow a book feels a little bit better with an iced coffee sitting right next to you. One place I really want to visit this summer is Samia Cafe. It's Black owned and I've heard so many good things about it. I can already picture myself spending an afternoon reading one of these summer romances. If a cover can convince me to read a book, this one actually succeeded. Spilling the Tea by Brenda Jackson immediately caught my eye. The country scenery, the lake house, the trees, the flowers. It's giving peaceful vacation energy until the family drama starts. Sometimes I don't even need to read the synopsis. Put summer, paradise, or escape in the title and I'm already sold. Maybe For the Summer by Aubrey Penn sounds exactly like what the title promises. Sounds like a summer fling. And honestly, summer flings are the best. I remember those days, just like it was yesterday. I think this book is going to hit the nostalgic spot perfectly. Flights and Feelings, a duet by Nicole Falls. The titles were the immediate ad. Excess Baggage, book 1, and Departure and Arrivals, book 2. Book 1 is an age gap romance, and book 2 is a chance encounter that happens right on the beach. Airport and travel romances just hit different in the summer. Have you had that one series that you've been saying you'll get back to for years and somehow you never do? Apparently this one's mine. Summer Vibes in Paradise Bay series is written by different authors. It's a 26 book series and each one with a different couple. From what I can tell, they're not interconnected, so you can read them out of order. I read book 1 maybe about 2 summers ago, following Azul and Zada, and that one was written by Natisha Raynar. I've been meaning to get back to this series by by now. This summer, I'm gonna finally do it. Now, if I'm going to have all these books to read, I need somewhere besides my couch to read them. One thing I'm determined to do this summer is to spend more time at my local library. I love buying books. Let's not get that twisted. But there's something peaceful about sitting in a library for a few hours with absolutely nowhere else to be. Now we're moving away from books that literally scream summer and into books that simply feel like summer. They may not all take place on a beach or have summer in the title, but there's something in the atmosphere, the nostalgia, the memories they bring to mind that make them perfect for this season. The Block Party by Jamie Day takes the summer activity spot for me. This book brings back all the memories of growing up in Brooklyn and going to block parties, dancing, having fun with my friends, and getting into a little harmless trouble. Block parties were always the vibe growing up, and I cannot wait to relive the memories through this mystery thriller suspense. Death Not a Thing by CCJ. When I think of summer, I actually think of the city, apartments, close quarters, and all the fun and drama that comes with it. This one is giving me that energy and I'm ready for it. Speaking of summer activities, I also want to spend more time outside, like reading in the park, finding a shady bench. I want to go to a farmer's market, explore and find fresh produce, going to a local festival. What you guys don't know is I'm a homebody through and through, and so getting out and going outside is something that I need to push myself to really do. I want to stop saving books for when I have time and actually build my life around reading this summer. All right, we've talked about the books picked for their covers, for their settings, and summer vibes. But these next books are here for one simple reason. I love the authors behind them. Lady Nisha, I'm finally starting the Bambi trilogy. And honestly, I don't even know why I've waited this long to get started with the series. Then we have Nina. If you've read Nina, you already know. Her books hurt, they heal, they frustrate you, and somehow they leave you hopeful by the end. I've got 3 of hers on this summer list. Street Corner Symphony, Part 2, and a novella, Out of Spite, Unconventional Love. Another author by author for me is Takira Allen. I'm hoping to finally either dive into her Seasons of Fidelity series, which follows 6 interconnected characters dealing with love, loyalty, temptation, and messy relationships, or The Lonely Pole, where 4 women from completely different walks of life find themselves connected by one place, which is the pole. If you know Takira Allen, you already know the drama is gonna drama. And then there's Sion Lee. She has a brand new series that has been recently released, which is called No Love. And book 1 follows Armias, or Ally, whose father was unalived, which forces him to grow up way too fast. And so instead of living his life the way his father wanted him to, he winds up making impossible choices to keep his family afloat. Right up my alley, my type of read. That setup alone has me completely invested. And since I'm reading all these amazing authors, I figured I should probably meet a few in person too. I am so excited to attend the ESS Lit in the City book event this summer. I love supporting indie authors online, but to be able to meet them face to face is a completely different experience. I know. That's not what I was saying last time. But a girl has a right to change her mind. But more so, I think I'm pumped up because I'm going to have a chance to meet other readers and content creators such as Tipsy Sisters from Sipped and Read, Kiona from Chocolate Covered Pages. I'm just so excited to run into them, talk with them, chat with them, laugh with them, vibe with them. Maybe some of you might be out there too. So I'm excited for that piece. Now let's have an accountability moment. Y'all know we have all those books or series that we started and put it down for whatever reason and kept saying, I'll get back to it. Well, this summer, I'm finally keeping that promise. The Beginning of Forever by A.E. Valdez. The cover just doesn't scream summer vibes. It also checks off other things on my summer reading bucket list. It also checks off author by author and a series I want to wrap up. Honestly, Honestly, I read books 1, 3, and 4 in the series. I completely skipped over this book, but my conscience would not allow me to put this series to bed until I came back around and read this one. This summer we're fixing that. Mind to Hold, book 3 in the Mind series by Ashley Nicole. It's a romantic suspense. And in book 2, we met Malcolm, who is the MMC in this book, as a U.S. Marshal. Currently, he is on vacation. And while he's on vacation, he's harboring a woman by the name of Janie, who he needs to keep safe. I just need to know how this series is going to end. Then there's In the Shadows by Nalo J. Stewart. I paused this book a while back and I'm finally ready to return to it. It's also a romantic suspense. It's a workplace romance where the two main characters are being stalked. And of course, they become lovers at the absolute worst possible time. The tension in this book is unmatched and I need closure. You know what else is on my bucket list? Visiting an independent Black-owned bookstore. There's something special about walking into a bookstore where the shelves are filled with authors that you already love and discovering names I've never heard before. Kindred Thoughts has been on my list for a long time, and this summer I'm finally making it happen. Summer is also the time to catch up on adaptations, but first I've got to read the books. That's just how I like to do it. The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary is an adaptation streaming, I think, on Prime. I love this premise so much. We have Leon and Tiffy who share an apartment, but they've never actually met because they have two completely work schedules. Then they start leaving each other like these little notes about different things, the food in the fridge, garbage day pickups, and other little things. And somehow through these notes, they build a friendship that turns into something more. It's the perfect slow burn read for the summer. You Deserve to Know by Aggie Blum Thompson. This adaptation has not been released as of yet, but I'm already hyped up because it's set to star Nina Dobrev and Paul Wesley from Vampire Diaries. Listen, y'all don't know. My kids know, but y'all don't know. I'm a maniac for Vampire Diaries. I binge watch it at least once a year. If they somehow got Ian Smolder involved too, I might just combust. The cover already gives off major summer vibes, but this story is already a suburban unease with phony neighbors brewing, secrets, and an unaliving lurking beneath the surface. Honestly, this whole bucket list isn't really about reading more books. It's about creating memories around the books I read. When summer's over, I just don't want to say I read a bunch of books. I want memories. I want this to be one of those summers that I look back on and smile. Because books aren't just something to read. They're how I experience my life. And hopefully, by the end of this summer, I'll have plenty of stories on my own to tell. What's your ideal summer reading look like? Coffee shop, the beach, reading in a park, or at home with the AC blasting? I want to know. If you enjoyed hanging with me today, don't forget to like this video and give it a thumbs up. And if you love discovering great books, supporting indie authors, and building a reading life you'll actually remember, make sure you subscribe and become a part of the Serial Readers family. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys!